Who's ready for a field trip?
Hello, I'm Brian, and welcome to the San Antonio Zoo, where we have a lot of animals here at the zoo. Everything from giraffes, we have bears, lions, rhinos, jaguars, and a lot of flamingos. I'm here at the Tiny Tots Nature Spot, where we house our Aldabra Tortoise exhibit. Come on, I want you to meet a very special friend of mine. This is Bruno. He came to us 51 years ago. These guys could live anywhere from 150 to 250 years. We don't know exactly how old these tortoises are for sure, but we safely say that they're over 100 years old now. Bruno weighs 450 pounds now, and this is Edie that just came to enjoy her breakfast as well. Edie weighs only 200 pounds. And you can see the size difference here between the boys and the girls.
They eat 3 times a week, a gallon bucket full of fruits and vegetables. They do like papaya with the skin on.
Today for breakfast, they're having kale, some collard greens, a little bit of romaine. Bruno has a pretty good eyesight. He likes to see some of these brighter colored fruits and vegetables that we give him. In the wild, they would look for bright colored flowers to eat. Bruno has this hard shell on him. This is bone, and this has worked great for carrying their house around with them and protecting them from predators. You see he's got this long neck. If he's eating leaves off some branches that are up high, he can stand up and get almost 4 feet off the ground. You can see he has these big feet up front to handle his great weight of this 450-pound body of his. He has scales on the front of his feet here. And see how rough those are? Those help to protect him if he had to pull in his shell. And it's real soft up here underneath his shell, and he likes it when we give him a scratch in there. You can see the toenails here. These are made out of keratin just like our fingernails are. We don't have to do too much to them here at the zoo. If we had one overgrown, we could always have the veterinarians come down. They would trim that back. But the tortoises walk around enough in their exhibit to wear those down naturally. This is Bruno's ear right back here behind his eyes. He doesn't have an ear opening like we do as people. He has that covered up, but he can still hear. Bruno has no teeth. Tortoises and turtles just have a sharp, horny beak, and it's bone, but it's covered with almost keratin. It's almost like the same material as your fingernails, and it's pretty sharp. It can bite through different types of fruits and vegetables. The difference between a tortoise and a turtle, you can see on tortoises here, they have these big feet here that almost like elephant feet, and they're really spread out to help support the weight of his shell. And he has a high dome shell here as a tortoise. These guys are designed for being on land. Turtles, the majority of them are aquatic or like to be in water, and they have a more streamlined shell, and a lot of turtles have webbed feet, and that helps them be better swimmers. Our Aldabra tortoise is threatened with extinction. Right now, they're a few categories up from becoming extinct right now. They're listed as vulnerable. There's about 100,000 tortoises left on the Seychelles Islands where they're from. When these guys are young, they hatch out from eggs that are in between golf ball and tennis ball sized eggs. Potentially birds could grab them and fly off with them, but once these guys get larger, they really don't have any other predators except for man. Unless you have a lot of space and an unlimited budget to feed these guys, it costs us here at the zoo over $5,000 a year to feed these tortoises. Smaller tortoises would make better pets, and of course captive bred tortoises make the best pets. These guys weighing in at 400 to 600 pounds, they need a lot of space, they need a good sized pool, they also need a barn at night to get out of the cold weather in. Like most reptiles, these guys are, they're ectothermic, or their temperature inside depends on the temperature outside. So their body temperatures, they like it to be warmer. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to the San Antonio Zoo and meeting my friend Bruno.